Bonjour, in this GCSE speaking video, we are going to answer this question. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire pour célébrer Noël? What are you going to do to celebrate Christmas? So, let's try to answer it at the highest possible way we can. As always, there is a support guide available with this lesson. Just go to and join my community and click on the join button. Why don't you have a look at learnfrenchwithalexa.com? That is really cool and will take your French to a high level. Okay, let's try to answer this question. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire pour célébrer Noël? So the fact that I'm saying qu'est-ce que tu vas faire means that it's a future proche. So I'm asking you, what is it you're going to do to celebrate Christmas? Okay? So qu'est-ce que tu vas faire pour célébrer Noël? I'm giving you 3 possible answers, okay? And again, you don't have to take everything, just take what you want. Je vais aller chez mes grands-parents qui habitent dans le nord de l'Angleterre. Nous allons probablement faire une longue marche dans les bois et ensuite ouvrir nos cadeaux de Noël. J'ai hâte. So that's one part of the answer. Je vais rester chez moi. J'adore ça car je peux rester en pyjama toute la journée. Ce sera très chouette et relaxant. Okay, let's have a look at these two first before moving on to the third one. Now, the fact that the question is qu'est-ce que tu vas faire means that we would like you to use some kind of future tense. In this case, you could use a futur proche. How do you put a futur proche together? Where? All you need to do is one thing. Two, but one. How to conjugate aller in the present tense. Je vais, tu vas, il va, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. So learn how to conjugate aller, to go, in the present tense, and then add an infinitive to that. Je vais aller, I'm going to go. So that gives me an idea of distance in time. So it's going to happen. It doesn't happen now, but in the near future, it will happen. So, je vais aller chez mes grands-parents. Okay, so here we're using the preposition chez. Very, very useful, okay? At my grandparents' house, okay? Mes grands-parents, possessive, know how to use mes, okay? And qui habite. So this is where the difficulty here, I'm using a relative pronoun, qui. So I'm going to go to my grandparents' house who live in the north of England. Qui habite dans le nord de l'Angleterre, okay? In effect, there is not much difficulty here, but it shows the examiner you are using the right tense. And then you carry on. What else are you going to do? Nous allons faire une longue marche. We are going to go on a long walk, or we are going to do a long walk. And I've added the adverb probablement because we do like an adverb, okay? Probablement. Probably, okay? It's always nice to know at least 5 or 10 adverbs that you could put inside your answers. You know, normalement, généralement, probablement, habituellement, etc. Okay? So, we're going to go on a long walk. Where? Dans les bois, okay? Dans les bois, in the woods, okay? Et ensuite, conjonction, ensuite, then, what are we going to do? Nous allons ouvrir. We are going to open nos cadeaux de Noël. Now, no here is a possessive and it means ours, okay? Our Christmas present, okay? Cadeau de Noël, present of Christmas, okay? And then add this little quirky idiom. J'ai hâte. I cannot wait. J'ai hâte. Now, I've done that in other videos as well. Please use it for any other answers when possible, of course. Now, the second part of the answer is another. What if you decide to stay for Christmas? Then you tell me, je vais rester. I'm going to stay. Chez moi. At mine. And here we're using the emphatic pronoun moi. Okay? Mine. So, I'm going to stay at yours. Je vais rester chez toi. Okay? I'm going to stay at ours. Je vais rester chez nous. Etc. So do learn your pronouns, emphatic pronouns. J'adore ça. I really love that. Parce que je peux rester en pyjama toute la journée. I can stay in pajamas all day long. Okay, so this is really easy. There is no difficulty here, but it shows the interviewer, the examiner, that you can use the futur proche, and also here, ce sera très chouette et relaxant. You can use the future, like not the future proche, the normal future tense for to be. C'est, it is. C'était, it was. Ce sera, it will be. Please learn this by heart. Il y a, there is. Il y avait, there was. Il y aura, there will be. Okay, very, very useful that you learn this. Ce sera très chouette et relaxant. It will be super, very super, and relaxing. Okay, so learn again very common adjectives. You know, they are very, very useful for your answers, and you can put them in so many different contexts, for so many different questions. Now let's have a look at a slightly more complicated answer. This is the highest level here, and you will get quite a high mark for that in the GCSE. So, mes parents et moi irons à l'étranger, à la Barbade, pour célébrer Noël, car il fait toujours trop froid en Angleterre. Nous mangerons des spécialités locales et nous nous baignerons dans la mer. Ce sera très relaxant. Okay. The thing is, and the difference between the other answers is that here I'm using a proper future tense, and it's very important that you know some common verbs in the future tense, such as iront. Now, iront is the future tense of aller, to go. So the way we say I will go is this, j'irai. You will go, tu iras, and we will go, nous irons, okay? Because mes parents et moi, if you were to replace that by a subject pronoun, it would be nous, oui. So, nous irons à l'étranger, and this is abroad. That means abroad, à l'étranger. The word étranger means stranger on its own, okay? But à l'étranger means abroad. So, you tell me where? À la Barbade, for example. Okay. Nous irons à l'étranger en Italie, par exemple, pour célébrer, in order to celebrate Christmas, pour célébrer Noël, in order to celebrate Christmas. And why do you do that? Please give me a reason every time, because that allows you to develop your answer further. Car il fait toujours trop froid en Angleterre. So here, il fait with the weather goes together. So il fait froid, it's cold. Il fait chaud, it's hot. Learn how to say these two things in the past and in the future as well. Il fera chaud, il fera froid. It will be cold and hot. Il faisait chaud, it was hot. Il faisait froid, it was cold. Okay? So, il fait toujours trop froid. It's always too cold in England. Okay? Now remember that en Angleterre, en is used for countries and a is used for towns. And of course, en can also be o if the countries is masculine. Okay? But that's another problem completely. Now, let's have a look at the rest. Nous mangerons des spécialités locales. And there is nothing complicated about here. It's nous mangerons, we will eat, okay? If you know how to conjugate a verb in the future tense, okay, you can conjugate pretty much any verbs, okay? Manger, keep the all verb as it is, and I'm going to highlight it here. Manger, you see? And then we've added the ending on, because that's the ending for nous. And here you've got a future tense. Nous mangerons. We will eat, okay? What are we going to eat? Des spécialités locales, okay? Some special food from local food, okay? Here we are using the partitive des because we are talking about more than one specialty, okay? Des spécialités locales. We are using s at the end of it because we are talking about des, okay? Everything needs to agree in French. Everything agrees in gender and number. And then the last part of this sentence is quite complex. Nous nous baignerons dans la mer. Now, where does the second nous come from? The second nous comes from the fact that se baigner is a reflexive verb. Se baigner. It means to swim in a sea here, okay? To swim, to bath, okay? And the fact that se is in front of baigner means that the verb is reflexive, okay? So, je me baigne. I bathing myself. Je me baigne. Tu te baignes. Il se baigne. Nous nous baignons. And yes, it has two nous. Vous vous baignez. It has two vous. Il se baigne, okay? Very important for you to know the reflexive pronouns because you will use it in your daily routine as part of the question of what do you do? Describe a whole day. Okay, I get up, I wash myself, and so on. Okay, so nous nous baignerons. Again, I've kept the whole verb as it is, and I'm going to show you that here. And then I've added on because we're using nous. Okay, nous nous baignerons. Where are we going to bath? Dans la mer, in the sea. Ce sera relaxant. It will be very relaxing. Again, know by heart how to say it is, it will be, it was. Okay, c'est, ce sera, c'était. Okay, that will be very relaxing, full stop. Okay, it's hard, I know, but you've got to deliver the answers to your capability, okay? You don't have to think, I can't do it. Just one thing at a time. 3 sentences are enough, as long as these sentences are accurate and grammatically correct, okay? Then it should be fine, okay? Okay, so as always, there is a support guide available with this lesson. Please subscribe to Learn French with Alexa, my awesome YouTube channel. Why don't you check the guide and my website too? Au revoir, à bientôt. Bisous, bisous, salut.